new note on religion, and this is the second one on Judaism, which I started talking about yesterday, and I've already mentioned it fascinates me. I liked to think that I have some Jewish blood because I feel strongly about well, not so much with religion per se, even if I am sure that many of the elements in there explain the success, the brilliance of so many of the Jewish people who became luminaries, geniuses in all walks of life, from Spinoza to Proust, from Kissinger I mentioned yesterday, to the, I'm just assuming, the Coen brothers in cinema, and so many more in Hollywood. William Goldman, I just finished a couple of weeks ago, and 3 Adventures in the Screenplay. Magnificent book and wonderful screenwriter. Won the Academy Award for Butch Cassidy and Sundance King, and has so many other works. I had the chance to work. I said, I started talking some Hebrew, and I got an intimacy with so many Jewish people, including some Jewish girls, but that's another story. You can find this also on another list. I'm just kidding now. There are 2 possibilities I was thinking. Either I just, with time being with them for such a long period, this affinity in the manner explained in Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell became much more important, or it's in my genes. I mentioned earlier, it's one possibility, I think, because I sided with them in so many things, and I grew attached to so many of them. Plus, for whatever professional qualities or skills I had, I also have to be thankful for the first groups that I had to work with, mostly from Israel. And working with them, I learned whatever business I managed to, business acumen I managed to have, if I had any. It's from that side of the world. And in terms of religion, I also got acquainted with this early on. I remember this group of geologists and geophysicists from Israel I was sent to be a guide with. That's because I graduated geophysics, so they found an affinity, a bond there. And among them, some of the best minds in Israel in the field, and well, they were wonderful people anyway. Then, and in other groups, that's part of the fascinating story. How marvelous they were, how great they acted, and coming back to the religion, the roots are important, and this is a religion that, again, I respect. Even if I don't understand, and I'm not converting to Judaism soon, maybe later. I was puzzled by these practices, and at times, I must also say that, annoyed, because it was difficult. I think I remember the first night when we started from Bucharest, we spent the night in Brașov, and it was the Capitol Hotel right there in the center, and I had to go with one of their representatives to the kitchen to try and explain how to cook kosher food. Well, not exactly, because the guy was not in any way going to do dishes sophisticated, go take a goat or something and kill it in an approved fashion. But it was the point of having whatever they had with them, because they had some pre-cooked, they had some packed bread and so on, but whatever was cooked had to be wrapped in aluminum foil, there and everywhere, throughout was it a 10 days trip through Romania. We went to Cluj, to so many places. True, in some of them, in Cluj, we ate at the synagogue, so they had kosher food there, no trouble with the restaurant. In Piatra, I don't think we could do that. Anyway, so complicated and very unfamiliar. This is when I saw them praying throughout the day, and the kibbutz, and the Shabbat. In Cluj, we had to park the bus and just spend time in the town walking, because on the Shabbat Shalom. That's a hello for Shabbat. One is not supposed to use elevators and so on. It's true, it's the Orthodox or ultra-Orthodox, and we had liberals among them, but the lowest common denominator, or how you call it, had to be involved.